Hey, this is Big Girl Diary. Welcome to my channel, Big Girl Diary in the big girl world, and get the perspective from a big girl, whether you're talking about interesting court cases, whether you're talking about big girl delusional syndrome, or whether if we're talking about celebrity mess or what's going on in society and how we break it down to make sense of it. Welcome to my channel, and you'll like my videos. Hey, this is Big Girl Diary. I never thought in a million years that this would happen. Put it like this: there's something in New York City. There's something in the water, the air. Maybe it's the pollution. Who knows? But before I get to the clip, I just want to say this. When you are in a professional realm to where your job requires you to have a license in order to do your job, your behavior must be on par 24 hours a day, because what you do outside of work affects the people or the firm, your job. Your behavior is an outlook on the people that hired you. Now, this lawyer, you can't make this stuff up. Damn, I don't have my t-shirt. You can't make this stuff up. This lawyer, and I have to say, your ass is delusional. In New York City, an associate lawyer, which means you're working up the ladder. You're working hard to climb that ladder to pull a woman's wig off. Now, his thing is this: I was drunk. No, no. When you drink, that is the real you coming out. That is the real you. That was him. Check this out. When he took off the woman's wig, look at his, I don't want to say nonchalant, but he just had a look of you are no consequence to me. Yeah, he doesn't think that anymore.
According to the information. Here it is.
Sir, for what reason? For what reason? For what reason did you take my wig off? Because what made you think that that was the good thing to do?
No,
what made you think that that was the good thing to do?
Please, please.
For what? For what? Why did you do that? What makes you think that that's okay? Is that funny? Is that funny?
Apologize.
You don't even know me.
No.
Do you hit women or something?
Please.
Why did you take my wig off and keep walking?
There's no reason. Just apologize.
For what, sir? Why?
Can you just apologize, please?
Why?
Just say it.
Why did you take my wig off and just walk away?
Please. Please.
Because what? Why?
Please. 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 Please.
Nah, have a nice one. Have a nice day. You're nice to him. He needs somebody to beat his ass. I'm dead ass.
Let's put up the picture.
Now, you see how he was acting like it was all funny to him, but even though that okay. Women wear wigs for whatever reason, but for him to come and just take her wig off like it was nothing, that is a big thing. And it's violating her space. And just the fact that he just did it so happenstancely, like it meant nothing to him. She said something rather interesting that made me think, like, oh, she's onto something. For him to do something like that, would he hit a woman? Just a thought. Just a thought. But it goes on.
Full mass. A viral video posted by musician Lizzie. Lizzie Ashley showed the aftermath of a man who allegedly snatched her wig off in the middle of the street and continued to walk away without even offering an apology. Now, obviously, that seems to be an insane story. The man has now been identified as lawyer Anthony Orlick. of
Anthony.
Leader, Birkin, Callio, and Silverstein, LLP law firm. According to a statement released by the firm, he has now been fired. They say, and I quote, "We have been made aware of a video of a non-work related incident involving one of our associates circulating on social media. We take seriously any inappropriate behavior by any employee, whether inside or outside the workplace. This associate is no longer with the firm." Put his picture back up.
That guy, that is a good law firm. And for him to behave in that manner, and now he's fired from a good law firm, I could only imagine all the student loans he has. Oh my goodness, just for being stupid, thinking that that was cute. And I don't want to call him having an elitist attitude, which he did demonstrate. That smile is gone now. And I like the fact that, even though that she was upset and screaming, she did not scream at all of those guys. She just was screaming at him. And she said, "No, it's not you. You're fine. It is him." Some women go crazy on everyone. And I'm glad that she showed restraint and to put that anger exactly where it belonged, only on him. But that guy, Anthony, you're done. You might as well go back to school, get another degree, get further into debt, and to be able to retire when you're 120 years old. Stupid. Was it worth it? Was that immature act worth your entire career? But he goes on.
I want to say this because you have to understand there's context we likely do not know. And even if we did know the context, we would not understand it. Because I cannot imagine any justification for walking up to a woman and snatching off her wig, physically assaulting a human being. They seem to have no history. There seems to be genuine confusion by the victim and those who saw the incident unfold. But
Yeah, and that was just so true because his friends were like, "Dude, what you doing? Holding him back," and one even had his neck. Like, "What you doing?" That is true.
have to wonder if a person who has went to school for that many years, individual who has worked to obtain a professional license to practice law, very difficult thing to do, to risk all of everything you have ever worked for in order to engage in this kind of activity, this kind of hatred, is something, well, let's just say, special.
I'm not going to call it hatred, and I'm going to stop it there because he goes on a little further than that. I'm not going to call it hatred. I'm going to call it immaturity, stupidity, foolishness to the umpteenth power. But his behavior has some serious consequences that it's going to take him a long time to recover from. I remember in my early years in my professional career, I remember he passed on, Dr. Anderson. He never pronounced my name right. He never got my name right, but he said, "When you make mistakes, make small mistakes so you can recover from them. Do not make big mistakes because then you'll spend majority of your life trying to make that mistake right, and most of your life have gone by, and you spend all your time fixing that, then living your life." But on that note, thank you for stopping by, and check out my merch. Check it out, because you can't make this stuff up. You just can't.